What's going on, guys? It's Final. I hope you're all having an amazing day or evening, whichever one that it is at the time over there. And before I jump right into this video, I wanted to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers. I just recently broke 100, but to me, it isn't about the number. It's just about someone watching my video, you guys watching my videos, and deciding, shit, I could watch another. And to me, that warms my heart. Right here warms me right here. I think here, wherever, and you get the point. I appreciate it, guys. I love you guys, and I love that I don't annoy you so much that you can't stand to watch another video of me. So thanks a lot for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. So I've had the Crafty now for almost a year. I got it last November. I believe it came out 2019 November, if I'm not mistaken. But really what I wanted to showcase for you guys, or talk about with you guys, is here you can see that my unit is above 120 hours of use. It was under 120, but with all of the retakes I've done for this video, it's almost at 121. But so I've been charging it, right? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the video. So really, I just wanted to show you guys how much I've used the Crafty, right? I don't want my phone in this shot. All right, there you go. I didn't know where to put it, so anyway. 120 hours through this device. Now that's like heating it up, that's like using it, and that's a lot of use for putting through the device, right? I guess before I go right into the video, I'm tiptoeing on the outskirts of the video. I'm starting it right now, I swear to you. What I wanted to mention was, I'm not paid to make this video. I know a lot of other reviewers most likely were, because their reviews just seem unauthentic to me. They're sitting there like wow, the whole Crafty in their mouth, like they freaking love this thing. And while I love it, I'm not gonna deep throat it in front of you guys, right? So I'm gonna give you an unadulterated, an official review after 100 plus hours of using the Crafty. This is real. This is a real freaking review. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start this review by going right into an issue that I had early on in having the device. So before having put 20 hours into the device, and that was probably not even a month into me having it, because I was using this non-stop. I'd say religiously, but I'm not a religious man, so that wouldn't make any sense, right? I used it so much. I didn't have the volcano that you're seeing here. I think that's in the shot. I didn't have that yet, and yeah, so I was using this primarily. I was using this as an at-home vaporizer, right? So I was using it a lot. I was putting a lot of use through it, and an issue that I had encountered so early into having it, within the first 2 weeks, it just stopped vibrating. Now get this, it's an almost $300 vaporizer, and I go ahead and I press the button, bing, and it's supposed to vibrate to signify that it's heating up, and it will kind of give like 3 lighter vibrations to let me know that it's about to cool down. It wasn't vibrating for any sort of signification. It wasn't vibrating, okay? It simply said it wasn't vibrating. I emailed Stores and Bickle. They were like, oh yeah, send us back the vape, man. Like, yeah, we'll take the vape. We'll fix it, bro. Like, whatever, right? It was covered by warranty. I don't really give a shit, because I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you guys. An almost $300 freaking vape should not break within the first 2 weeks. Break, okay, yeah, sure, it was still heating up, but it wasn't even telling me that it was heating up. I was just feeling that the device was getting hot. I get that there's a light indication. All right, I'll get into that later, okay? I don't like using the light. So for a person like me, the vibration stopped working, and I didn't know if it was hot or cold or what, and that's a scary thought, right? They had told me to send it back to them, right? What do I look like? Like, I just paid so much for this vape. I want to use it. It's the only vape I have that's working. Oh my God, I have the flight box, but really, after using the Crafty, you're not going to use the flight box again. You're gonna put that somewhere else. Sorry, Magic Flight. I love you guys. You were my first vape. Shout out you guys, but after hitting this bad boy, I wouldn't get another one, right? So anyway, I went online, I looked up what I could do. There's sirens going by, let me just... Okay, so now that they're gone, I looked up what I could do to, you know, kind of fix this issue without sending my device back and being vapeless, right? Essentially vapeless. And what I had found on the internet was people were saying, just throw it at a pillow, you know, kind of bounce it on the couch. Bounce it on the couch is a good one. Or really just give it a good shake. And they had explained that the vibration system wasn't really well thought out, and sometimes something with the way that it's set up, something kind of falls out of place or something. You gotta just shake it back in. That's kind of bullshit. For almost $300 vape, you don't want that. You don't want that sauce, right? So that's just the first thing off the bat that I wanted to mention about the vape. Another thing that I had wanted to mention about the vape was, now, this was an issue that I had run into. I don't know if this is an issue other users or owners have run into, but this button right here, I'll get closer so I kind of show it a bit. You can kind of see that. Oh, wow, that is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for freaking working right now, all right? This was like my third take, and I'm so happy, all right? So I'm gonna get right into it. You can kind of see that this button's like, it's protruding, but like, really, like, I don't know. I suppose in my instance, what had happened was this button got stuck down, got pressed down, and I was trying to essentially turn it off, and it was staying warm. And what had happened, what ended up happening, because I was really ripped when this happened, as I should be using this, or as you would be using this, I was freaking out. I was like, oh shit, I can't press the button. It's not cooling down. It just stayed hot until the battery died. Because it wasn't like doing that like light vibration thing to cool off after thinking that I wasn't using it. You know, you have to tap it to kind of keep using it. It was just staying on, yo. So that's, whoa, right? Like, where is that shit in other people's reviews? Where is that shit? Under the rug? They're not mentioning it because they got a fat freaking check in their wallet, you know what I mean, from Stores and Pickle. I paid for both of these devices, and I'm telling you guys from the bottom of my heart, I got the Volcano after having ran into both of those issues with the Crafty, right? So even though I had ran into those issues, and those are bullshit scary issues, I kind of just kept in mind. Keep the area around the button clean. Try not to like over press the button real hard. I guess that's unavoidable, right? So that kind of sucks. Keep that in mind. You might run into that. Don't freak out. It's not going to explode, because that's what I thought. I just stayed hot. I was like, what do I do? Holy shit. I mean, there's going to be sirens all day. Just forget about it. But anyway, like, oh my God. I was like, what do I do? It's going to explode. Whatever. It cooled down. It was all fine. I hope it was all fine in your instance, or will be in your instance when that happens. I feel like inevitable at this point. I don't think that that's something they can fix without physically changing how this button works. But those two issues aside, the vibration thing, don't go vapeless. Don't send your vape back, all right? Don't do it. They might make you pay to fix it. I don't know. It's bullshit, because I know that they make you pay to replace the battery after you've used the battery a lot and the battery's not working as well as it should be. Isn't that insane? Let me just rewind that for you, right? 3-year warranty. Sounds great. Oh, whoopee, 3-year warranty, get the vape. I got the vape, and then I go to find out that after a lot of use, the battery depletes. Okay, yeah, it's not a removable battery, it's not a changeable battery, without breaking any warranty rules, right? So I'll get into that. Eventually you're just gonna have to pay for them to replace the battery. Eventually you're gonna have to send this little thing back and pay money, around $75 for the Crafty, I believe $140 for or $130 for the money. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it unless they've changed it. But that's freaking, what is that? And then you're going vapeless, you're paying for a new battery, man. And then they've made it so if you take the device apart, it's no longer warranted, when I've seen people replace this battery and do it themselves and save a boatload of money doing it, obviously, because the battery's like a couple bucks compared to 70 or whatever. And you don't have to go vapeless that way. And it just sucks, man. Like, I don't know. It seems like a cash grab. It seems they could have made it removable, man. I don't give a shit. The battery's right here. This little fatter compartment section, this is the chamber, this is the battery. They could have very easily put a little twist knob down here and made it removable. They're just, it's a cash grab. I'm sorry to say that. It sucks to say that. It really is a cash grab. It made me love them a bit less. I was like a deep throater of Stores and Bickle for a little bit, so apologies for my first review. That was my authentic feelings about it. Hadn't had a good vape before, didn't know what to expect from vapes before, and I was just all like, you know, my feet were pulled right out from under me with this bad boy right here. So I mentioned all of that. Oh shit, there's a dozen gas on here. Was I vaping? Yo, I'm ripped right now. Holy shit. Yo, I was vaping. I just did hella take. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That just threw me off entirely. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys how long it takes to heat up to the base temperature that the Crafty comes at. It might be 2 degrees off. I'm not entirely sure. I might have altered it, but relatively those base settings that the Crafty Plus comes with are great for vaporizing your cannabis. It's the perfect temperatures almost. So I'm gonna go ahead and press it once. 1, 2, 3. And why I counted down to do that is because I want to put an on-screen timer, and it should be one like right here. And nah, that's a bad place to put it, like over here, I guess. So to show you how long it takes to heat up to the base setting, around the base setting, pretty much the base setting of the Crafty, after putting 120 hours of use into it. That's a lot of use. That might be even 2 years of use for somebody, but it was 1 year of use for me because I use this so much. Like, it's been with me to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Colorado. It'll be with me all of my future travels, unless I can't bring it with me to whatever country I plan on traveling to in the future. Sorry, Wall. But yeah, it's like, it's great. It went through the plane real easy. They didn't stop me and look at my bag. They weren't like, oh, what is this, a vaporizer? No, they didn't do any of that. I got through just fine. So that's a plus. Huge plus of having the vape. And I'll tell you guys when it vibrates. The timer will stop when it's fully heated. I don't even feel it getting warm. I guess it does take a long time. I'm like, there she goes. So maybe it was like 10 seconds longer than the device would have taken if it were brand new. But dude, 120 hours, right? Like, it's not as bad as people are making it seem. The money part, it's cash grab. It sucks. I hate that shit. It makes me want to fight someone. You know what I mean? But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not a fighting guy. So at the same time, I'm sure I'm going to hit this thing. I forgot to say cheers. Cheers! Oh, man. But yeah. Those are the issues. I'm gonna go into some tips now. Positive things that I've learned about the vape after having used it for so long, right? So one of the positive things, or not positive things, one of the tips I can give you guys is, I'm gonna go ahead and triple click it. That's one of the tips. When you're gonna be doing multiple, let's call each button press a session. So if you're pressing the button once and seshing out the dosing capsule and then doing a secondary full 90-second session of a triple click, you're gonna use a lot of battery to finish one dosing capsule. If you wanna maximize your use of the Crafty, triple click the second you put a freaking, sorry YouTube, don't kill me now, dosing capsule in. What you can do is, while it's heating up before it vibrates like it just did, you can hit it while it's heating up to get those low temp terpe hits. And then once it triple clicks, and then once it heats to that triple setting, which is exclusive to the Crafty Plus, you're at 410 and you're blowing vapor. So that's what I do. It makes my sessions shorter, which again maximizes my battery life even more. I think, right, don't quote me on it, because it's reaching a higher temperature, but it's reaching the higher temperature for less time. I don't know, might even balance out. But to me, I feel like it's more efficiently using the battery. Another quick tip That might be just a bullshit tip that I do. You know, honestly, these are just, again, tips that I do. And those issues that I'd had with the Crafty, again, might be issues that only I had with the unit. They might have fixed it. I got an early production run of the unit. I got it early. Once it released, I bought that shit. And yeah, so it might be an issue that was resolved after many people complained, but don't quote me on it, right? Don't be super pissed. I warned you. Be warned, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this again. Be forewarned about the vibrating thing, and also the button press thing. Hopefully they fixed it. I doubt they fixed the button thing though. That's something we might see in the next version of the Crafty. This is pretty much just the more efficient original Crafty. There's not much plus about it. And then the shape is a little different. We've been through that already. But anyway, the tips, right? That, again, bullshit tips, whatever. We've been through it. You remember. You're not as high as I am, right? I hope maybe you are. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let me do it. The light's not on. I keep the light off, right? I keep the light off because, to me, I believe I'm saving a little bit of battery. Probably very little, but I think it makes a huge difference. And I also have it set to not be blinking while it's charging. I feel like it makes it charge faster. Now, you know, don't quote me on it. I'm not a scientist. I'm not sitting here with Excel spreadsheets doing conversion, heating, battery shit. Like, dude, like, I'm just telling you personally from my use, I feel as though turning off the light, relying on the battery, or relying on the vibrate as long as it's working. I hadn't had an issue with it since I like shook it and fixed it, so I forgot to mention that. But yeah, I wouldn't be like praising this device otherwise. I fixed that vibrating issue myself without having to send it back. That was cool. Would have been cooler if it wasn't a problem, but it was cool, right? So yeah, so rely on the vibration, screw the light. You'll probably have more battery life that way. Keep in mind that like little like triple click thing that I told you. It might not be like a real tip, but I don't know. To me, I feel like it's the right way to do it, right? Right? It's the way that I do it. It's the way I like it the most. So I'm just sharing it to you guys. Another quick tip with cleaning the cooling unit. I know a lot of people say not to ISO dunk this. Meaning, you know, take off this little holographic part of the cooling unit and then throw it into a little jar like this filled with alcohol and kind of, you know, loosen up the oils in there. But I'd say go for it. I'd say go for it a small amount of time. Stores and Bickle even had said you can do it. Look up their channel. There's a video on cleaning cooling units that you should watch if you have a device where they recommend doing that. Do that for a small amount of time. Then what I like to do is hit it with a strong stream of water directly after pulling it out of the ISO soak, just to kind of get a lot of that debris, or not debris, plant particles and shit that got through the filter off of it. And then I'll go in with a clean Q-tip dipped in clean ISO, and I'll go in all the grooves. It's not that hard to clean it. It's not that much of a hassle. I think people have said like, replace the cooling unit. Definitely replace the cooling unit after a certain amount of use, obviously. I think I've done like 3 months on each cooling unit, but that's with a lot of use. I think they recommend changing them a lot more frequently. Man, just clean them shits frequently. Don't let the oils eat away at the plastics. That's going to be what causes it to be, I guess, unsafe. Definitely try and take good care of your unit. Make sure that it's not dirty for long periods of time. Because yeah, they've found that those THC oils over time, they like degrade plastic and even metals, and I believe I remember even seeing something about terpenes eating away at silicone and potentially causing health concerns because of that. Again, I'm not a scientist, man. I'm going off shit like on Reddit. I'm going off shit on the internet. Your health is your health. Health is wealth. Take care of your health. Smoke if you want to, I don't give a shit. But yeah, this has just been a video with, you know, 100+ hours of using the Crafty, issues I had ran into with it, tips that I've learned after using it for so long. I wanted to pass down to you guys. I'm tired of people claiming this device like, not like it's like a holy thing. It is. It's a great device, right? It's not like a holy thing. That's not what I mean by it is. I mean, it is a great device. It is. It is a great device. $300, the battery thing, disgusting. But keep that all in mind. Keep that all in mind going in. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by this shit. Use it portably. Don't use it at home. Volcanoes, this thing won't have a battery that you need to replace. That's why I got the Volcano, because I was tired of using this thing at home. I realized, shit, I'm gonna have to replace the battery real soon. Probably I'm gonna have to already. I'm at 120 hours. But as you guys saw, that wasn't that long to heat up, was it? I can live with that. And I get like 4 or 5 dosing, five dosing capsules, definitely 4. With my method, the triple click method, I'll get 5 dosing capsules out of my battery still. I don't remember how it was when I first got it. Maybe it was a bit more than that, but yeah, the battery drains a bit faster too. Keep this all in mind, guys. Keep that little cleaning tip in mind, the issue thing, keep that in mind. I just, to summarize the video, I want you guys to know it's a good vape, but I want you guys to also know that it's not as good as people make it seem. It definitely could be better. I'd recommended the removable battery thing. Everyone's been whining about that, so I'm not trying to claim that idea, and then also the USB-C thing would be nice. Everyone's mentioned the Crafty Plus came out at a time where USB-C was already pretty prominent in a lot of vaporizers. The Carta came out with it, USB-C. I made that review a lot longer ago than I made this review for the Crafty Plus, and yeah, this one is micro USB. So keep that in mind, but it's an available wire, so that's also cool too. I've been in a lot of situations where I was able to charge this and keep using it, traveling, even though I didn't bring my own micro USB. Dude, they're everywhere. You can borrow someone's even. But yeah, keep that all in mind, man. That's really about it. I can't think of anything else. I'm sorry I keep saying keep that in mind. I'm like super ripped. At least I'm admitting to it, right? At least I'm acknowledging it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really miss making videos for you guys. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers again. It means a lot to me that you've watched me get ripped. You've gotten ripped with me. If you're an NJ local or NJ med patient, shout it out in the comments. Throw it down there. Let's play some PS4 together. I'll get a PS5 eventually, so we'll play that together too. I'm trying to get like this with some of you guys, because I make these videos ultimately to share this knowledge for entertainment purposes, but at the same time, because I at one point was going through some shit like some of you might be now, and I wasn't okay with talking about it. I'm trying to normalize conversation about talking about mental health, bringing it up to your friends. It's okay to not be okay, right? And ultimately, watching videos like this really helped me. I watched a lot of other YouTubers and watching their videos, and it just helped me. I don't know. It helped me take my mind off of my current situation. But none of them had ever mentioned that it's okay to not be okay. And I know it might be corny, dude, but for me to mention that, for me to look at you and tell you that, I wish someone had done that for me. And I'm going to do that every time that I remember to. I'm going to try to put it in at the end of my videos without annoying the shit out of you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I've been doing this for a long time, but let's put it up. Let's put it up, guys. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and see you in the next one. Peace.